All right, welcome back. We continue. Bob Pompeani, Andrew Fillipponi. Join us right now at 412-575-2600 before we go to the lines. And as usual, they are buzzing. Andrew, I want to talk about how the Steelers should attack this Baltimore defense specifically, knowing they don't have James Conner, knowing they don't have Jalen Samuels. They do have Benny Snell, and they do have Anthony McFarland. They may have Trey Edwards for all I know. But generally speaking, this is going to be the Benny Snell football show. Is it good enough for them to start running the ball specifically tomorrow, given the fact that the Ravens' front seven, specifically their defensive line, has not many people left on it? And those who are there are inexperienced and not the same people that are out on the COVID list.
Yeah, the guys they brought in to slow down Derrick Henry in the run game are gone. Calais Campbell's not going to play in this game. He's on the list, but he's also injured. And I'm hearing the same thing on Brandon Williams, Bob. I know he got activated off the COVID list, but he's got an ankle injury. So I think he's still doubtful for the game. They shouldn't be able to put a lot of pressure on Ben. We know that they don't have a lot of reserves. Their depth is really in trouble up front. So I would just try to gas them. I would try to run them out of the building. I'd try to go up tempo. I'd try to move quickly. I wouldn't huddle. I wouldn't take a lot of time between plays. And I would try to catch the Ravens that way. Make sure they can't substitute guys. And so when you do that, you can mix in some run, but I wouldn't want it to be 50-50. I think it should be mostly Roethlisberger. The only thing you run into with that, Bob, is they've got very good defensive backs. And, you know, the only way I think the Steelers lose this game is if they turn the ball over too many times.
Right. I agree with that, and I agree with the up-tempo. That's the way it should be. You can't make substitutes that way. They won't be able to get on the field. They should be tired. It's going to be a cold night. I think that's the way to go. Let's go to Barry in Claysville. Pony, he's our first caller tonight. Hello, Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good.
Hey,
Thanks.
man.
Good. Just a complete bias toward the Ravens this week. I mean, did Harbaugh see Goodell at a Proud Bowl?
Well, I don't think there's any question John Harbaugh, who's been pretty good about doing things on the field strategically, learning from Bill Belichick, wouldn't at all be opposed to trying to figure out a delay tactic to extend this. I have no proof of that, Andrew, but the fact that the players were trying to make a case to the NFL and their top doctor here in this COVID case said, hey, this is risky. We can't possibly go on the field like this. I mean, they were going to do whatever they can to extend this and get guys back. And probably they accomplished that.
Yeah, and I think circumstantial evidence backs up your point. I don't have any kind of smoking gun that says Harbaugh hasn't talked. He's one of the most talkative coaches in the entire NFL. He does 4 press conferences a week, and he hasn't talked since last Monday, which I think is damning. I think that says something. I don't think he wants to face the music for the way his strength and conditioning coach acted, Bob. You know, I really can't blame. I don't like Harbaugh. I think he's a good coach. But I can't really blame him for trying to do what's best for his team. I think the real problem was with the NFL. They could have said no. You know, the Ravens are looking out for the Ravens. The NFL should be looking out for the entire league and trying to do what's right for all 32 and not trying to play favorites. And I think they absolutely did in this situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. The NFL ultimately has to make a decision, and it doesn't have to be popular. It has to be the right one, and I don't think they made the right one in this. And tomorrow, if there should be more positive tests, as one of our tweeters says, Kathy says they should just use the forfeit. Why won't they? Well, they don't want to start that, and that's why. Now, can you see one more delay, one more postponement? Because I thought Tuesday to Wednesday is possible, and it happened. I can't see it going to Friday. Can you?
No. I mean, Bob, even if it's Thursday, so what are they going to do? They've got guys now in a hotel in Pittsburgh. If a few of them come back positive, what are they going to do? Have those guys stay in their hotel? Everyone's going to stay in their hotel room for another night and then play Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening? I know the Ravens wanted Thursday. Everything I've heard is they wanted to play Thursday night, and the NFL said, no, that's too long. The compromise is Wednesday, and they said, okay, good enough. I don't think the NFL wants the game on Thursday. So it's so complicated. You know, I think at this point, the most fair thing to do for the Steelers would be to make the Ravens forfeit if the players got paid for it. And there seems to be a lot of disagreement on if it's a forfeit, whether or not the players from the other team, the team that didn't forfeit, if they get compensated or not.
John in Beaver Falls is on the sports call. Hey, John.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good, thanks.
Hey.
I just want, with this bizarre kickoff time, is this a contractual thing with the Rockefeller tree people? Because it seems like
yes,
this would be a ratings bonanza with the Steelers on it.
Rockefeller tree people.
That's what it is. It's the Christmas tree lighting, and they promoted it. I get that. But
Who
when you're in the
cares?
television game,
I'm
we've
with the
promoted stuff
caller.
and we've had to change it. This is big business. You're going to talk about a ratings drop-off from 3:40 to 8 o'clock at night, and it's significant. It will be. People can DVR and do it other ways, I suppose, Andrew. But, yeah, I agree with the caller. This three. See, the NFL should have said, all right, fine. We're going to agree to Wednesday, but you're going to agree to not do it at 3:40. Why couldn't they have done that?
Well, they've got all the leverage, don't they? I mean,
Yeah.
look at what the ratings for Washington-Dallas did on Thanksgiving.
30
20
million.
million people watched that game.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you think 30 million, excuse me. You think there's any way the Christmas tree lighting gets that kind of audience? I don't care how many times they could have Dolly Parton do the whole show. They're not getting 30 million viewers.
I agree. I'm surprised by that move. Anyway, it's now time for our Tri-State Office Furniture Tweet of the Day. And this is a sad one. It comes to us from our buddy Greg Brown, the voice of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he posted this today about a real tremendous person. Says, lost a great friend and mentor today. Former athletics infielder, Pirates, Marlins, Rockies coach. That's Tommy Sant. He passed away at the age of 69. A brilliant man, as humble as they come. And I will say absolutely true on that. One of the most approachable people, one of the great mustaches in the game, and he was there for Jim
Yes.
Leland all those years. And I remember just what a role he played as a coach on that team, specifically first base, but he did many more things. And that group won 3 straight division championships. So rest in peace, Tommy Sant, a tremendous person. He will always be remembered as a baseball lifer here in Pittsburgh. And we'll take a break on that, come back with more of your calls right here live on Pittsburgh CW.